Oh, jeez. I can't tell you how many times I've told people like how many schools I've been to, and I literally have to count them on my fingers.
Yeah,
It's just like,
I'm
oh,
sure.
like the earliest that I can remember. I'll start from elementary school because it's
Yeah.
easier for me. Um, I'm pretty sure it was like from first grade to fourth grade. I was in Belmont Elementary, and then we moved like from Virginia all the way down to California into
Oh
a
my
desert
goodness.
called Fort Irwin. And
Big change there.
yeah, and then I went to Fort Irwin Elementary, and then I went to Fort Irwin Middle for only my sixth grade year,
Yeah.
and then I moved again to San Diego, which I spent my seventh grade year in Otay Ranch Academy for the Arts, and then my eighth grade year in East Lake Middle. And then, and then I went to
The
high
list keeps
school.
going.
Yeah, it just keeps going. I spent my ninth grade year in Olympian High School, and then thank God I moved back to Virginia again, and I went to Hayfield Middle or Hayfield Secondary School. Sorry, Hayfield
Yeah.
Secondary School for about 3 years. So oh god, I just lost count. So I'm pretty sure it was like 6 to 7 schools I might have
Yeah.
been to. Yes. Another weird part about being a military child is that sometimes like people may expect you not to make too many attachments to friends because
Hmm.
you're going to be moving away anyways. But for
Yeah.
me, since I'm a people person, I immediately like make best friends, and even within a year I'll be like, you guys are my best friends and I'm never letting
Yes.
you go. So I what's it called, so even for the two friends that I have here, I literally made them cards, for me going away, because I'm like, hey, even though I'll be back, I still love you guys, and I want to make sure
Yeah.
you'll be okay without me, and I think that's kind of a challenging part about being a military kid, is just maintaining relationships once you do move, because it is really hard,
It
and I don't
is.
ever blame my friends who were never really able to make that sort of connection, because again, they have lived civilian lives, and I always totally understand it.
Right. And it's so hard, especially in elementary school or very early middle school, when most people may not have phones or have any sort of technology where they can communicate on, where you thrived off play dates and visiting each other's houses, seeing each other at school, and then all of a sudden, basically one day, you're out of there and you've lost connection.
So, you know how the school year usually starts around end of August, start of
Right.
September?
Yeah, it's somewhere in the fall, kind of, right there, that time
Yeah.
frame.
My birthday is in September. I was actually born right after September 11th. I was born
Oh
on
my goodness.
September 12th, 2001.
Wow, what a birthday, first
Yeah.
off.
I know. And but my boyfriend is born like the month before 9/11, so we both
Oh
joke
my
that we're
goodness.
9/11
9/11 babies.
Yeah, we're 9/11 babies. And
Exactly.
exactly, and it's even funnier because of my birthday, and you know how I said I never spend a year in school. I never spend more than a year in school,
Yeah.
which basically means that every August I'm basically in a new school, which
Right.
means I have like only a couple weeks to make new friends to come to a birthday party with me. So that was always like a stressor on me, but it was also kind of like that is how I met with my friends,
Yeah.
and I'm thankful for it.
Did
just
you
kind
just ever bring invitations and just hand them out to everyone and be like, "Hi, I'm new here, but here's my birthday invitation."
no, because I was still too shy to do it. But what I basically did, what I basically did was just kind of like see if I could meet people individually.
Yeah.
And funny enough, I got lucky in middle school one time where I just met this girl behind me, and I was like, "Hi, I'm new here. You look cool. I like your glasses. Oh, I like your glasses too. I have a group I go hang out with. You want to come?" Yeah, that'd be great. And all of them got to go to my birthday, and I was like, cool. I'll tell you what though. 9 times out of 10, most of those people in the birthday party, they never stay. So it's kind of like, how would I call it? It's like speed dating at a birthday for friends, where you see, hey, are you with your friend? No, get out. You with your friend? Get out.
Oh my gosh, that is crazy.
Yeah, it was normal for me, and I remember my parents, every day I would come back from school and they would say, "Did you make any new friends today?" And I'm like, "No, I'll make
Oh, I'm
some
so sorry.
tomorrow." Yeah, and they're like, "Well, just remember, you have your birthday coming up. You gotta make some friends so we can go." And I'm like, "What do you think I'm doing? I'm making some friends." There was always this one thing that I constantly did every time we moved, and I've never thought of it as a phase. It was always that I just didn't like moving.
Yeah.
Like I like after a while I'd like to start the area, or after a while I'd like to start liking the area. But the first day I would just be like, this sucks. I want to go back to my old house. Jeez, you want to go back to your old house in California? Yes. And then we go to California. Yeah, this place stinks. I want to go back to Virginia. And I'm like,
Did that just last one day for you?
no,
did
it
it wear
actually.
off?
Oh god, it was kind of sucky. It lasted for like a couple of months.
Oh
Just
yeah. So for me, it lasted like 3 years every
really.
time we moved because
Oh.
I've only moved twice, so I haven't really moved much. I didn't experience as much of the military life as I wish I could have, but I experienced the injury side, so it's a whole different side with a whole different experiences, which I'm very thankful for still. But I only had the two moves that when I got to Texas, it's that first probably 6 months where it's like, oh, this is awesome. We're in a new space. Like it's December and there's no snow on the ground. Like, what is going on?
Like,
But
what?
then after so long, you start to miss your old life. You start to miss what you had. And in Texas, it was probably only about a year and a half, maybe, where I was like, I'm going back to Ohio. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, after we're done here, we're packing our stuff and we're going back to Ohio. Like, I don't know what else you'd like me to say, but we're going back to Ohio.
Yeah.
And then when we moved here, it was also our transition out of the military life. So I basically had a transition into the military life going to Texas and then out of the military life coming to Florida. So
Wow.
it was pretty weird. But at the same point, it was like, okay, this leaving the military life is a whole different situation and going back to civilian. And I hated Florida for three years.
Oh.
Like 3 years, I was like, I'm done. I'm going back to Texas, which last place I lived, right? Nothing about Ohio. Going back to Texas. And yeah, it was hard. It was a hard 3 years. But you miss the place you last lived. It becomes home, and then you have to move to a new home and try to make it home.
Yeah, it's a little difficult to do, just because you always have different memories.
Yeah.
And I especially think for me it's even weirder when you get pets involved, in the military life. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.